Yo, yo. It's all the way live. 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 All right. Top of the afternoon, y'all. We're gonna get to a little bit of motion. Hold on. It's going down out here, y'all. It's going down out here. We just want to get everything situated, right? It's going down out here, y'all. Pull up a chair. Smash that like button. Likes are free. Likes are free. All we doing is giving y'all the content, man. See, when these dudes be so gimmicked out, they can never break the news, right? Because they're gimmicked out, man. So boxing Twitter or X is hot right now, right? Because the unified middleweight champion has had a bad drug test. I'm gonna get to that. Um, it's all the way live, right? Gonna get to that, man. He has had a bad finding, right? Now, these guys, these gimmick guys should have been on that, man. But when, like I said, when you are a gimmick platform, right, you don't be on it. Um, because you got your gimmick planned out for the day, right? But we're gonna read the finding, VADA, VADA testing. So Janabek, who I think what belts does Janabek have? He has a WBO and an IBF, right? He has two of them. They were supposed to fight for three belts, man, but that fight is off now. But like I said, he has tested dirty. He's dirty. He's a dirty dog, right? And I want to get into Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter got at Devin Haney a little bit, right? Let me send this out. Then I'm gonna start cooking, y'all. Please come on in, hit the like button. Likes are free. Shout out your section, right? Shout out your section, right? These are all free things you could do, man. These are free things that you could do to help the channel grow. And I know that's kind of hard for some of y'all, right? Because most of the boxing public, like I talked about that today earlier, right? And I was just in my bed because I'm like, yo, you niggas sit around, supposed to be fans, but don't do nothing fan dish. It's like weirdish, a lot of things that y'all do when it pertains to this boxing and this sport. Like, y'all click out. Yeah. A lot of y'all, like I said, man, I'm an energy person. And a lot of y'all energy is just off, right? Not only is it off, it's like y'all be in the bushes. And when you be in the bushes, you come off with the nasty energy in the bushes, right? So I'm gonna get to this finding real quick, right? Shout out to Dan Raphael. Dan Raphael posted it on X. I put out a little short on it. Mr. Hernandez, what's going on, man? Smash that like button. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Daniel, appreciate you pulling up. Smash that like button. So the middleweight the middleweight unification fight is over. Janabek has tested positive. He had an adverse finding, right? He had an adverse finding. Um, he had an adverse finding, right? Appreciate y'all over here. Adverse finding. I'm going to read the article. right? It's all the way live. Yep. It's, it's all the way live, right? It's all the way live, man. Um, Janabek. Janabek. I wonder if they're gonna strip him. I didn't see nothing on that. That's what I'm looking at the article right now. I'm gonna see if they're gonna strip him. Janabek has tested positive, man. All right, this is courtesy of CBS Sports. I will put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the description box, man. Watch a master at work, man. This is where, like I said, a lot of you guys later for going to the internet, but I get it, man. You niggas are internet program. I don't fuck with the internet when it comes to my information, right? I'm gonna go to a reliable news source. See, most YouTubers and you guys are all over social media. Go to a reliable YouTube source. You don't have to come to me. I'm not saying that come to me, but I'm saying if you're gonna go to a YouTube source, make sure it is reliable, right? But a lot of times you could just eliminate that and do your own Google search. Now here is a article. I am going to share this article, right? I'm going to share this article in the chat, and then I'm going to cook, right? Because I want you guys to be educated. I want you guys to be educated, and I'm gonna set trip on a couple people because I have receipts all over the game. How somebody that doesn't get watched, whatever I do in the gym with kids, or what I did with professional fighters that I have worked with and for and helped, people always copy. They always copy. But here is the article from CBS Sports that I will be reading from. Um, Janabek has tested positive for a banned substance, right? Well, let's just read the article first, and then I'm going to touch on other things, right? Now, the ill thing about this is, right? Check this out, right? These guys that come on and they gimmicked out, they're not even going to report on this because their shows are gimmicked out, right? This is breaking news. If you have a news platform, you should be speaking on this right now. You should be speaking on this, man. 5 in the building, hit the like button. This is courtesy of CBS Sports. Like I said, you could go there yourself and look at this article. I posted it there, right? Unified middleweight champion Janabek fails drug test out of unification bout with Alexander Laura. Laura is a 42-year-old, but that's not the article, right? Undefeated IBF. So I was right. He's the IBF and WBO middleweight champion. Are they going to strip him now? He needs to be stripped. Because isn't this the second time he has tested positive, right? We're going to find out, though. Has failed a voluntary anti-dope agency drug test, and his unification bout with WBA champion Alexander Lara is off. Laura's going to fight the guy that beat Jared Hurd, a 54-pounder. All right. It's San Antonio, right? News of Janabek's failed test broke on Tuesday afternoon and was confirmed when veteran boxing journalist Dan Raphael, that's who I shared his tweet. I put out the little short, dope man, right? VADA adverse finding. In the VADA letter, the agency identified the presence of meldonum. Can't pronounce that. You know, I'm not the best reader, right? As the cause for the failed test. The United States Anti-Dope Agency substance policy profile on Meldenham states in sports evidence indicates that meldenham may increase endurance. So this guy was looking for endurance and stamina, improving rehabilitation following exercise. So he was trying to, he was overworking out, I guess, and this was helping him to recover, right? Recover. So he's doing this for a 42-year-old. But how long has he been doing this, right? Now, he was promoted from our interim to full WBO champion in 2022 after Demetrius Andre vacated the belt. Finally, pair of successful title defenses. All right, so now they're gonna strip him. That's what I'm trying to see. There is no mention of him being stripped, but this was going to be a unification. 3 belts. The winner was going to get 3 belts, man. He says top rank hype job. Shout out to Bolos in the building, man. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Yeah, it's very sad, CW. Very sad. But that is breaking boxing news, man. Breaking boxing news. So, this card that was, a good card. It was unification. You had Shockey Foster, Pitbull. Like, now it's getting watered down. Not only is it getting watered down, now it's giving boxing a black eye, man. This is a champion who just tested dirty. A unified champion, man. Put your thoughts on that in the comments, man. Thank you for sharing. CW said, Bowler said, a top rank page was just posting Janabek highlights earlier. Man, yeah, that top rank is looking real crazy right now, man. Oh, boxing period is looking crazy, man. You know what boxing, respectfully, boxing is looking like the direction it wanted. It's looking like a lot of the content creators that they was endorsing. Real goofy right now, man. Real goofy. If you official, man, and you were somebody like me that was always popping your shit, man, you gotta just pop it now, man. You gotta pop it, man. Because we standing tall, we standing the test of time. Now, do you understand why I said I don't want to cover your boxing events, man? I don't want to interview your fighters, man. I'm good. I built something right in front of y'all faces that y'all could not discredit. You could not stop. And it's only getting bigger, man. It's only getting bigger. But now this big unification fight is off. This would have had them one step closer to undisputed because the winner would have had 3 of the stones. 3 of the stones, man. But put it in the comment section how y'all feel about that, man. That's breaking news, man. It kind of just watered this card down now, man. Definitely kind of watered this card down, man. But before I switch gears over here to Shawn Porter, addressing some Devin Haney stuff, I want to talk about, Tim Bradley. You see my comment. Desert Storm, I seen you. You ain't gonna acknowledge me because I'm the wild card. I'm the raw. I'm uncut. I'm that guy that people know when I pull up and they see me, they give it up to me because they really respect me, but they can't let it be known on the internet. I get it. But I like your video you dropped. Hall of Famer, you're breaking down the jabs. You seeing my comment. I said you was doing the Cobra Strike. You know what the Cobra Strike is when you moving the jab around, different angles. I like it. I like it a lot, man. Because I think my content that nobody claims to be watching, not only is it groundbreaking, it's shaking the internet up. Because I see guys, displaying their skills or their workouts. But remember, I always was in the gym. Shout out to Southern PAL, mentoring the babies on the speed bag, the heavy bag. Telling the money, whip that stick, the jab. But I seen you did a combination. Tim Bradley did the Joe Dini combination. I think I highlighted it to my boy CW. See, I'm not at the desk, so I can't pull it up. But when I get to the desk later on, I will pull it up. I may even do a quick video on it because I think I'm gonna it's a washout. So I think I may go and do a professional recording tonight. I don't know. But I did put out a lot of content. But shout out to you, Tim. I love those type of videos. Do more of those because you are somebody with stamps, certifications, world titles. And when you break down your source, just like, and shout out to Fight Hype. I see you highlighting my cousin. You highlighting my cousin. The spies are paying attention. I reposted it on my IG. Yes, Buddy McGirt is giving Frank Martin that magic. Can't wait to watch Frank Martin fight this Saturday night. Shout out to the Ghost, man. Did you see the fake CW and whoever else is in here, right? Are you seeing the teachings? How cousin Buddy broke him down with the fake? Like, yo, fake, fire, fake. I showed it earlier at lunchtime, man. Hopefully, if y'all was in the bushes watching, y'all seen it. I showed the video. But let's get over here to a hot topic. So Shawn Porter Podcast, one of the hot podcasters, doing their thing, right? They had a couple of guys on, Tiger, Shoo, and somebody else, and they were talking about Devin Haney. And Shawn addressed some things with Dev. I have to stand corrected. I thought it was 16. He said it was 14. He spawned him when he was 14 years old. And in the mix of him spawning him, he just got, and we do this. I understand this. See, a lot of you guys that's going to watch this or listen to this is going to go over your head, right? So basically, what he was doing, and he said that he was doing this, Devin was 14. We do this in the gym too. We may have a guy get in there that's green, and we'll tell the, more developed fighter, you just work on defense. You're not swinging. You're working on defense. And we'll tell the green kid, get busy. Try to hit him. Don't hold back. Right? So basically, I'm not saying that Dev was green at the time, but Kenny Porter, because I'm going to play the audio for you, basically instructed Shawn to just work on defense. Devin's in there to go to work when he was 14. He's going to break all this down. Dev was not brought into camp to work with him. He was just brought in to get some rounds like that. They paid him a couple dollars, the father. Shout out to my man, Big Ken Porter, man. Kenny Porter's a real one, right? Threw him a couple dollars. Shawn Porter's going to break all this down on his podcast because I guess Bill and them tried to front on him and all these things. You know how it goes, man. Boxing, YouTube, social media is a soap opera. So, that type of cheese gets traction. But Shawn Porter was, clapping back. And I like how he handled it. He took somewhat of the high road, the professional road. But I'm going to let y'all hear his source, man. Just put it in the comment section if you can hear it, man. Because it is raining very, very hard. I want to make sure y'all can hear it. Just let me know if y'all hear this audio. The rain is coming down. And I'm not I know my producers and them are sending me certain things. Wilder talk, washed up. I'm not speaking on no washed up fighters, no disrespect. It's enough of the chilling circuit. They can have that. I don't want to talk about Deontay Wilder and Usyk respectfully. Wilder is 40, Usyk is 38. These niggas, if they fight, they fight. I'm not into that. Like, it's young wolves at the gates, man. These old niggas trying to line it up now on the back nine of their career. That's why boxing's where it's at now, man. Respectfully, right? Like, there's young wolves at the gates, man. These old niggas that want to fight each other now on the back nines of their careers. Like, come on, man. It's nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. And I don't want to disrespect Wilder. I want to remember Wilder, like I said, when I covered him, and he had Brooklyn on fire. This Wilder right now, respectfully, is a goofball to me. He does 360 spin moves and gets knocked the fuck out. Like, come on. What are we talking about here? But let's get to this Shawn Porter addressing Dev. Let me know if y'all can hear this, man.
Everybody else was boom. Moment. This is my moment where I look at Calvin Candy. You still want to shake my hand. You still want to talk to me. And now I aim at you and I go like that. Right? So here we go. 10 minutes. Hey, and at the 10-minute mark, I'm done with it. I got some notes because I want to make sure that I do this right. So top to bottom, right? The Norman Jr. fight is announced, or not even announced. Everybody's talking about it, and we see that Bill Haney is talking about fighting Brian Norman Jr. and all this and that. I sent that message for notes for the people, for my guys.
Thank you, T-Baby. Thank you.
And I said, this fight ain't happening. Hey, V, put it on there. And now I got an answer to what I said to everybody. So now let me explain one more time what I meant by that. There's a lot of times when you're talking about a fight that you want to have happen. People don't know about this, but I was calling Terrence in 2020 to see if he and I could fight. My dad is hounding me. Give me names. We're not going to get Terrence. I said, if it ain't Terrence, it ain't nobody. I don't want to fight anybody. But that fight was talked about for a year before the fight happens. That's how long it takes.
So that, I wanted to play that before I get into it. So he's basically justifying why he said the fight wasn't going to happen. But like I said, social media boxing is a soap opera. Tweets, reactions, especially like I said, when you dealing with a fan base, and I say this respectfully, of unemployed, uneducated, motionless social media people. Motherfuckers just sit on the internet. Like like the majority of the boxing community, and I say this respectfully, they probably can't do 25 push-ups. But yet they talk about a gladiator sport, and a lot of these guys think that they not only are intelligent on it, they just it's nasty out here. But basically, he's breaking down the business side of the boxing game. When he's seen that the fight may be in talks or could happen, he didn't think it was going to happen because how some fights take forever to be made. But they used that and they twisted it as if to say, like, he was acting like Dev didn't want that smoke or Dev didn't want that action. Just breaking it down for y'all, man. Source, huh? How's the content? Content looking?
Some of this stuff to happen. So when you're talking about we want the best, we want Brian Norman Jr. and all this kind of stuff, yeah, that's what you're saying out here. But at the same time, what's realistic? What can actually happen? At that point in time, when they talked about the fight, I didn't think the fight was realistic. I didn't think the fight was going to happen. I didn't think coming off of a performance that he had against Jose Ramirez, that Brian Norman Jr. being on the kind of tear that he was on was what they wanted next. I just didn't
see. That's what I was breaking down to y'all. See, I'm trying to do it very remedial. But basically, what I'm trying to do, I just like throwing the shit in motherfuckers' face now. That's all I'm doing as a content maker, right? Because you know my line. It's cool when they do it. So if I stop it and go, but I break it down for you before I let it go, that's what they do. So when I bring this up to the people, be like, yo, you don't watch me, but you do watch me. You steal my shit, and then you try to copy it and put it on with a twist and trick these motherfuckers. And then you get mad at me because I front on you and I let you know I got the receipts that you've been on my forever, but you can't kick it like me because you don't do it like me. I really do this, money. Hopefully y'all caught that. So how is the content looking now?
Being on the kind of tear that he was on was what they wanted next. I just didn't think that, right? That's what I keep to myself, but because it was made public, now I got to answer it. And I said that.
See?
Before the fight was announced that it was going to happen, I came back around and said, oh, you know what? Actually, this fight is going to happen. And I said, but you know what? They just kind of put their foot in their mouths. I'm not saying they're scared. That's what I said back then. I'm not saying they don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they just don't want this fight right now. It ended up being the best thing for him. Smoked him. Ended up being the best thing for him. But number one, I was on record for saying it wasn't going to happen. And then when Bill was calling Jr. and talking to him, and then everybody's saying Shawn was right. I said, well, you know what? Actually, while I said it wasn't going to happen, it's actually is going to happen, because once I take a look at Turkey, His Excellency is involved, this fight is actually going to happen. Whereas before, you would have a top rank in the PBC situation, and Shawn's in the middle saying, I want Terrence Crawford, and it takes a whole year for this to happen. That ain't happening right here. So, again, where was I wrong? Then the fight happens, and let's fast forward real quick, and then, we'll go through this real quick. The performance that he had against Ryan Garcia, that fight went the way that it went. In between those knockdowns, my man was handling his business. He was doing what he needed to do. The fight was still close at the end, but we all knew that Ryan Garcia won this fight. Mm-hmm. Then you fast forward, you have the kind of performance he had against Jose Ramirez is just not acceptable. So let's move on past that fight, because you just had this last fight. So now we have to judge you based off of your last fight. But based off of Ryan Garcia,
that's where I guess the beef happens, right? But they are using Shawn Porter, pay attention, because Shawn Porter has when we talk about boxing and platforms and credibility of players, not credibility of views or the chilling circuit, Shawn Porter's a credible player. Stats, 2-time champion, right? IBF, WBC, welterweight champion. As he's going to allude to later on in this what's the name? A lot of memorable fights, gladiator-worthy fights, crowd entertaining fights. So to come for him or call him out is a trophy. If y'all catch that, right? It's like if I could get at you and you have a name, right? It makes me look good because you're a trophy. So that's why they are going at him. Because what he's basically saying, everybody else was on that type of time. They ripped Devin off because of the Jose Ramirez. He was gun shy. They felt like he was suffering from, he didn't want to get hit, all these things. Shawn's not the only one that said this, but like I said, Shawn, more credibility than a lot of these guys. Not only that, like I said, he has stats. Hopefully y'all are catching the source, right? Content, right? Content. It's cool when they do it, right? Content, right? It's content, right? It's cool when they do it, right? Content. Y'all following that? You know the vibes.
Based off all of the talk between Ryan Garcia and Jose Ramirez, you don't leave me with a whole lot to work with. So coming to this fight, I'm looking at one guy that's extremely confident as a Southern boy. Looks like he don't know how to accept no, and doesn't really look like he can be outboxed. Looks like he's gonna have more answers than what he had. And y'all had the right answer for this kid, and y'all performed great.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
And y'all had the right answer for this kid, and y'all performed great. Where's the hate from me? And again, let me rewind real quick. While everybody was talking about you dropped him in the second round, and then it's a snooze fest after about 6 or 7 rounds, it becomes a snooze fest. I said last week, I'm not going to talk about this being a snooze fest. He did what he had to do. I left the hate in the back room. I could have talked about how you said you was going to fight, you was going to disarm somebody and make them a one-arm fighter, take away their best punch, which was their hook, which you did. And then you dropped the dude in the second round. How are you fighting a one-armed guy who's getting bad information from his corner, and you can't do any more than what you did in the second round?
We stop it. Receipts.
But I didn't say it last week.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Somebody tell Brian Norman Jr. he got another fade, he got to run. Shawn Porter just said he was getting bad information. from his corner. Did y'all catch that? Put it in the comment section before I go on, or do I need to rewind that? Content, right? Do I need to rewind that? Content, man.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Twin with Laura. I'm a top ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
This is the news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?
But hey, what do I know? Do I need to rewind that? Does he have to shoot the fade with Shawn Porter now? Another guy with stats, right, said that he was getting bad advice from the coach. Oh, goddamn. Oh, God, get one down. Oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. And by the way, check out those videos I dropped. I dropped the video Dumber and Dumber. Shout out to CW Thumbnails. I dropped 2 separate CW Thumbnail Shanewz Boxing, Team Shanewz Boxing LLC segments. Definitely check out the content. Like, share, and subscribe. It's content, right? You talk boxing, right? I do boxing with stats, certifications. So fuck all you jealous fan zone niggas. Come out the bushes and I'll blow your fucking head off. I'm ready, right? I'm ready for all of y'all. Come out the bushes. Hold up. Let's get it on, right? Let's get it on in this motherfucker, right? But it is what it is, right? But maybe he wants to fight him now because he just said that, he looked like shit, right? He did, right? I'm glad you caught that, right?
Second round. But I didn't say it last week. I left that off this because I try to give everybody their respect. I try to give everybody the love. I try to treat everybody how I would expect them to treat me. But because you want to go on other networks and stuff like that and talk about me and all that kind of stuff, I just got to answer to all this. I got some notes because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything.
He got his notes.
Paying for sparring. Devin, we sparred a number of 2 times. In each of those sparring sessions, I was told by my dad to do defense. You were 14 or 15 years old.
All right, that's what I broke down. See, he's getting to that now. That's why I want to classify that and clear that up for y'all. The sparring, right? He was 14, right? He was 14. This is what he's breaking down. Now, I tried to explain that to y'all because some of y'all will get on here just in fandom, dumb, right? You don't understand that. Shawn Porter did not get loose on him. He was told to simply work on defense.
16, 14 or 15. And my dad admired the kind of boxer that you were at your age and said, I just want my son to work defense. Let your son move around. He can throw as many punches as he wants to throw. Yeah. My son is just going to work defense. We wasn't trying to take it light on you or nothing like that. We didn't feel like you couldn't handle it. My dad was taking me through a rigorous exercise that he did with me. Learn from it.
Yes.
And in the process, you never got money from me. So don't tell people that Shawn paid you $200 to $300. I'm sparring Kelly Patrick when I'm 14 years old. Kelly didn't pay me. When I sparred Kelly when I was 14 years old, I did 3 or 4 rounds with Kelly. They got me ready. They wanted to see what can he do. And then a couple of years later, they brought me back to spar with him. And then they actually paid me to be in camp with him.
Camp.
You were never in camp with me.
Great breakdown right there. In camp. See? In camp. Normally when you bring guys in for camp, you pay them. Sparring, if it's not camp, maybe it's just working. So I caught that. A lot of you, like I said, a lot of you guys that sit on the internet talk boxing, you're definitely not going to catch that. So that's why I'm breaking that down. I broke that down earlier before he even got to it. So you could have some sort of understanding. Content, right? Content. No jealous fan zone over here. No jealous fan zone, man. You guys talk boxing. I had the link out earlier. You guys were scared to click the link. I get why you scared to click the link. Because you talk boxing. I actually show it and do it.
Not only do I, right? Look. Not only do I, right? So does my family, right? Yes, my family, right? So does the family. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. One child. Oh, hey. Master Rank, what's going on? I see you. Salute. Hit that like button. One child. Oh, hey.
Get with him. You were never in camp with me. You was on the back end of camp where Shawn just needs some rounds. He just want to move around, and my dad want to make sure that everything is firing the way that it needs to fire. And you never got money from me. My dad did his job as a manager. He looked at a young kid coming into the ring. Thanks for giving us some work. Here's a little bit of change for giving us work. For moving around with my son while he does defense. And shout out to Bill because Bill did what he was supposed to do. When that sparring session goes public, Bill didn't tell nobody, well, Shawn was just doing defense and, we just was in there, moving around with him. It was good. It was a good experience for my son. You don't need to explain anything. Your son was shining that day. You let him shine. And what does that do? That
erases your profile. Yes, it does.
You're welcome. And yeah, I talked about Victor Conti because Victor Conti was a part of a situation with Vada where nobody knows the.
Yo, how was the content? Look, I wanna stop this, right? I just got this video. I don't even think an hour ago. Look how I'm breaking this down for y'all. Content, right? This is stuff that gets overlooked that I do. Content. Just want to put that out there, man. A lot of these jealous ass niggas with nothing always speak about you. We can't even, come close to the things that you have accomplished and do. But hey, what do I know?
Like raw fish.
One day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. I love the beach, yo. Anywhere if there's a beach nearby, I love to go there, relax, walk along the beach, barefooted, and get my feet dirty. Yeah, no doubt. Stick my foot in the water. I don't go in the water though. There's sharks and stuff in there. Nah, I don't mess with that. All right. That's good.
Can you play basketball?
Man, look at my height. I'm short.
No,
I can't play no basketball.
Yes, you can.
No.
I believe you can.
Yes, I believe you can. I believe you can. That's Tim Bradley right there, man. Shout out to Bradley, Does the Storm, man. How many of you guys that talk boxing and talk? That's a lot of you guys do. Can say that your kids have interviewed a Hall of Famer. Never say never. Never say never. Cash App, Zell, Jones Shalom, Cash App, Shanewz Shah. Especially if you ever push defamation of character or slander against my brand of business. That's defamation of character. I will be holding court. Just know that. I hold court a different way. You do have options. How is the content looking and sounding now?
The exact business that Vada and Victor Conti did. But when Brian Jr. started talking about it, I said, I didn't know, it's saying a whole lot. But what I was saying was there is a small conflict there. And by the way, Victor and I were very good before he passed on. Very good. I was checking on him very often before he passed on. Victor had no problems with anything that was done on this podcast. So why should you?
Are you looking to register your
Nothing
business
that was
with an address
said on the
other than your home?
podcast.
Wouldn't it be great if you could
Done on this podcast. So why should you? The accomplishments. I looked at the comment on the podcast, and you practically attacked Tiger and Shushu, and of course myself and Shawn Zettel, and said you've accomplished more than all of us combined. Congratulations. And I keep talking about the documentary that I'm putting together. And when you see this documentary, it has to be great. It has to be excellent. It has to be the best. But when you see this documentary,
let me address that. Thank you for that, but I don't want to buy no views. I'm good. What does that get me? Cheap viewers on what does that get me? Real quick. Buying views. You're in the wrong podcast for that. I don't want to buy no views. But if you want to donate to the channel, here's my information. You can donate to the channel. I'll tell you what, you donate to my channel, right? This is what we do. We'll work it out like this, right? Check the vibes, right? Thank you for that comment, though. Right? Thank you for this comment, right? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy some views, right? Right? You donate, right? What is your name? Confine, right? You donate. Send the Zelle or the Cash App. Whatever you send, I'll buy the views with that. How's that sound, right? Content, y'all. How we looking? Y'all? It's cool when they do it, right? But yeah, send the Cash App or a Zelle, and I'll buy some views. And I will highlight you for the more views. Thank you.
But when you see this documentary, you're going to understand that a lot of the stuff that I did, I didn't grow up wanting to do. Practically 90% of what I did, I didn't grow up wanting to do it. You're living the life that you have always wanted to live. I'm very, very happy for you. I'm proud of you. And I'm glad that you've surpassed anything that I could have ever done at this point. But then let's rewind back real quick. Ain't nobody ever talked about Shawn Porter being in the boring fight. Ain't nobody ever texted about or tweeted about snoozing and all that kind of stuff during one of my fights. So while you're getting these accolades and you're doing all of those things, make sure people still want to see you. Make sure people aren't still talking about you being a boring fighter. That can't do any more with a one-armed guy than go the distance with him. It didn't make sense. I'm not hating. I do the best I can to show love. I pick my words very deliberately. I try to be fair at all times. I try to be concise with everything that I do. This Porterway podcast, this energy that y'all getting from me right now, it ain't too many times we've had this kind of energy on the podcast. And I really do hope that this is the last time. My dad told me that boxing is this much of your life.
Oh, man, we stopped. Remember I broke that down? I didn't even see this. I spoke about something about this. I said the window has closed. It's the window. This is for fighters. Remember, I always spoke about this. When fighters was coming at me and different people, I say, yo, I'm going to be here. Your window was this small. You'll be in and out. Forgotten. Just like a lot of these gimmick-ass content agent niggas. I stand the test of time. Right? You niggas' window, especially once you sell your soul, your window of opportunity is like this. Minute.
My dad told me that boxing is this much of your life. You got so much more life to live after this. And with this little bit that you got right now, not everybody gets that 20, 30-year bid like Mayweather and like Pacquiao. Most of us get this amount of time.
Yes, more.
And if along the way you're burning bridges and you're doing the wrong things, you won't be like me. I can travel the world by myself, and I don't have to look behind my back. Nobody's out for me because I've been respectful, because I've been a gentleman,
professional,
and I've tried to extend love in everything that
I gotta stop. That's what I was saying. See, I told a lot of these motherfuckers that they know who they are, and I'm coming for them. You motherfuckers ain't official. You're snakes. And I am a cutter of snakes' heads. I'm a cutter of snake heads. I cut snakes' heads off, man. A lot of y'all did a lot of foul business. And y'all know who y'all are. But it's okay, because like I told you, this has always been God's mission, God's movement. And if you notice, the source is not only getting better and better and better, They can't even swim in the water no more. These content bums.
Love in everything that I've done, whether it's on a podcast, a broadcast, whatever it is, other networks and all that kind of stuff. Last thing I want to say, and then I think I'm good. I'm moving forward. Where we at with time?
16.
About 16 minutes in.
16.
Okay. Last thing I got for y'all is the psychology of this game.
It's facts right here.
And the psychology of this game, I mean, is the psychology of life. Check it out, and somebody can say 7 good things to you, and they say 1 bad thing. What you remember? Yeah, the bad thing. Remember the bad thing they say to you. That's how we're created. That's how we're made.
I gotta stop. We're done. I'm gonna end this live stream. Right? I come on this internet and I shower you with nothing but goods. You know why they don't speak on it? Because it's all good. I just showed my daughter interviewing Timothy Bradley. I showed my children with Hall of Fame trainers. They don't talk about it. The moment I come on here and I say Brian Norman Jr. is a dickhead, he's all of these things. I say Derrick James is a faggot, respectfully, a coward. I say Earl Spence is this, that, and the third. They want to highlight those things, or they want to use those things against me, right? But all the countless things that I do, like last night being in the gym, mentoring the babies and sending them on their path, never gets mentioned. Or they try to overlook it or copy it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the source. CW, how was the content? How was the content, man? I don't think I'm going to be coming back on at the crib. Maybe later on. I don't know. I did a lot of content today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know, we just spreading our wings, man. Showing the range, so to say, the range of the source. You know, you do have options. The range.
You can beat me, man. I'm a real one. I'm here. I'm waiting. I've been beaten in the amateur. I've taken L's before. We haven't taken L's in years, bro. Because we perfected the game, you know. And when we're in the ring, we're not just fighting and you know, just beating people up. We're outclassing them. We're finessing them. You know what I mean? As my trainer said, Bed Denny, smart fighters win, dumb fighters lose. He never said strong fighters win, weak fighters lose, fast fighters win, slow fighters lose, smart fighters win, dumb fighters lose, okay? I fought a smarter fight against Danny Garcia, won that. I fought a smarter fight.
Yes, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my content, right? You know, we just trying to just spread our wings on them now. That's all. We spreading our wings, man. Eagles fly high, man. Eagles fly high, man. And one thing about Shanewz Boxing LLC, when it comes to content and breaking down of content and, you know, really giving you substance, my catalog speaks for itself. Never say never, right? Tricks are for kids, you silly rabbit. You are a silly rabbit, an internet rabbit. But my content speaks volumes. Vision over the views. But shout out to Shawn Porter. Great video. Um, don't take it personal, Shawn. Like I said, you have stats. You have stats in this game, brother. So you are a trophy target. That is why they said use you, because you wasn't the only one that picked against him, that said that he was gun shy, that said all these things. Many said it. But like I said, when you are a decorated two-time champion, you a two-time welterweight champion, IBF and WBC. Many people said you was the one that beat up Earl Spence first, right? Yeah. So you have status, like you said. Never been in a born fight. I've been to a lot of your fights. I gotta find my picture with you. I got a fire frame with you too at the Barclays Center. I got a fire frame with you. It's me, you, and my brother. It's somewhere. You know, I got my catalog of media work and just, you know, being in the game. That's why I said I'm at a stage now in my life. I don't like going to boxing matches if I'm not being paid. If I'm being paid to work, I'm there because I'm a professional. But as far as if I'm not being paid going to the fight, I don't like going to fights no more. I'm a business. I wish that a lot of these people that sit around and talk about me behind the scenes would just step up. Like step up, step your shit up. I'm on the back nine doing other things now. So when I pop out, like I was speaking on earlier, and I was showing some of my shit. I fucked the whole game up. I fucked the game up when I pop out, man. Cause like I said, most of these agents and these guys that they attempt to put in the way, they don't even know how to work events. They don't even know how to work events because they are circus zoo animals. I'm a wild animal. Anything that I ever got in boxing, I had to hunt for. I had to take mom. You niggas get handouts. You get fed meals. I never got fed nothing. I had to kill. So I always come off as overly aggressive and a hunter. That's why I don't mix well with a lot of these circus clowns. You know, because they're agents. They don't know how to hunt. And then these bitch ass niggas that act like they about that. These niggas, shout out to my man Sub-Zero. They're cowards. I'll kill you, nigga. You're pussy. You not like that. I'll make an example out of you. Word. I'll make an example out of you. You'd allow this nigga in the room. I'll leave your head dismembered somewhere. And scream on the mob and say, is there anyone else? Is there anyone else? And then what you'll do, you'll turn into a victim and say, yo, man, I was only playing. I'm playing, man. I'm playing. But hopefully y'all enjoyed my content, you know? And like I said, shout out to my executive producer for sending me that. And look how quick I just put that together. Fire, right? And you know what? I'm going to do him a favor, right? Because he's family, right? He wants me to talk about Wilder Usyk. And I'm going to be nice, right? I'm going to say this, right? What has Deontay Wilder done respectfully to even warrant a Usyk fight? Usyk is what? He's still a unified champion, right? Deontay Wilder, yes, if you want to give him the fight off of the merit of what he has done and accomplished in the game, yes, he deserves the fight. Did you hear what I said? That was so respectful. But if we're basing this off of what has he done lately, why is he even being mentioned to have an opportunity to fight for the belts? Right? That's like giving AJ the fight again. But I get it. You want to give him the fight because, you know, other guys, Tyson Fury got the opportunity twice, AJ. So I get it. Give Wilder a shot. But respectfully, personally, I'm like, yo, dude ain't really like that right now. Like, you know, it's disrespectful to the youngins, the guys out here putting in the pain right now. It's their time. Let them, you know, challenge, attempt to become the king of the hill. Wilder was the king of the hill. He had many opportunities to do unifications with what's the business was never right and fell through. He had his run. right? But maybe he needs a payday. I don't know, right? I'm not the man's accountant. I'm not on his team. I don't know. Maybe he needs a payday. Maybe they looking out like that because if you pay attention, when Wilder kind of got kicked out the whip, you know, he did get a couple turkey fights, but Tyson Fury killed the bank. Usyk killed the bank. Anthony Joshua killed the bank. The one guy that didn't really kill the bank was Deontay Wilder. So maybe they trying to, you know, do right by him. Hopefully this right here, you guys, you know, dissect that source. But as far as him being that guy that, you know, them narratives right there that these guys is trying to run with, man, you know, Wilder's better days and all that shit is behind him, man. You know, like, you know, the vicious right hand and sitting shit down with that right hand, that shit is over with now, man. That shit is over with, man. But, you know, you're going to get these guys on here. They're going to relive all of that. And I don't see that no more. Wow. I tell you what I see. Michael Jackson. He's doing he's doing spin moves and bugging out, man. Content, right? Giving y'all that content, man. I am so happy that this is rain, though, y'all. Because if this was snow, I would have been trapped off at work, man. It's about 8 inches upstate New York right now, man. 8 inches and counting. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this sauce, right? No, thank you, CW. You got it, CW, man. Share some of your content, brother. You got a lot of work out there. I think I sent you the videos. I might have put about, I think I put about 12 of your joints out, man. So you got a lot of content in heavy rotation. You got a hell of a Shakur Stevenson breakdown. Shout out to Mimi Stevenson, that's Shakur's mother. She definitely liked that one. Anytime somebody talks about her son very highly, she gets the smile and the cheesing, right? You talk very highly on Shakur. I definitely edited that one up. When you said that nigga can't beat that nigga in 9 fights, 9 out of 10 or some shit, I chopped that one up. That was a good one. I chopped up the Dumber and Dumber one. You got some content out there, CW, but run through it. Maybe about 16 videos total, I think. The CW Shanewz Boxing, CW thumbnail, Shanewz Boxing segment. Definitely check that out. You know, the content is out there. I'm sorry it took me so long to do it. Like I said, you know, when you're putting out a lot of quality content, you know, it's quality, right? And you don't want to do all the special effects shit. Sometimes you just want to just put the content out there so they can grasp it. Because a lot of times when you do the special effects, it goes over their head. They don't even understand what's being spoken on, right? And I wanted to dissect a lot of the breakdowns that you did. And I think I put out some good gems, man. Hopefully you enjoyed those, right? All right. Thank you. He said you were spot on. Thank you. I tried, man. I tried my best, man. You know, I got a job, right? I have a job. Niggas told me go get a job. I have many jobs. I have a career. I run a business. I run a couple of business. All right. I go to the gym daily. Yeah, that gym video I did, I got a lot of good reviews on that. Yeah, they was laughing, man. Yeah, they was laughing how I told Joe Dini I'm gonna put a money on you, man. Tom, what's going on, good brother? I just did a fire breakdown, man. But like, look, real talk. If they want to give Deontay Wilder that payday, I'm all for it, man. Let him get his money because I felt like they kind of jerked him on the bags when Turkey was giving out all that money after he lost to when he got knocked out by the Zhang nigga. They kind of just shitted on him, right? But if they want to give him that bag against Usyk, by all means, do it. But as far as him like deserving the fight, nah, man, he don't deserve it. Like, what is that? What has he put down? Well, we could be like, yo, shit, Wilder's back. Yo, Wilder's back. Like, what has he put down? Real talk. Put it in the comment section, man. What has he put down? That's why boxing to me is like, come on, man. I'm too raw for this shit, bro. They don't want that. He said people need to look up quality. That means it's going to be done right. Means it's going to be on point, and you getting it from the best brother on YouTube, Coach. Wow, man, you made my day with that, man. Yeah. But see, look, they overlook my quality because I'm not a sorcerer. But now I do that sorcerer shit, and I throw it in their face. I throw it in their face. I do that sorcerer shit, and I throw it in their face, Todd. Uh-oh. I think I might have caught a flat tire. God damn. Let me check my tires, man. Yeah, I need front tires, man. I need 2 front tires. See, when it rains like this, the tires is bad. I'm not doing no deliveries tonight though. I need some tires, man. See, they letting me know, yeah, you get too stupid, you will be hydroplaning. You will be hydroplaning. That's what I like about Chevy. Chevys are very good. The Chevys is good, man. But tomorrow morning when all this rain is going, my shit to be good. My shit to be good. Yeah, I'm on the road, y'all. I'm on the road. But thank you for that comment, Tom. I appreciate that, good brother. I appreciate that. He said, Chris, respect. Yep, salute to you. He said, I agree with Wilder. Yeah, man. Why, like, come on, man. But this is boxing. You know what I'm saying? I said something nice, man. That's why I didn't really want to really go in on that, because that's the nicest thing I can say. If we talking real boxing, it's like, to me, it's a slap in the face, because you got young boys that's in the mix right now, right? Someone gonna say they're not ready, right? So if you say the young guys ain't ready for their shot at Usyk and all of that, um, a guy who had his run, right? Wilder had his run, man, right? So he's ready for another run. Like, come on. If Wilder knocks off Usyk, let's say he does, right? He lands a bomb, right? He's fooled, right? He's fooled, right? Wilder's 40 years old. If Wilder knocks out Usyk right now, they fighting, he knocks him out. How long is Wilder's run going to be, right? Maybe that's what people need to talk about. Do a live on that. If Wilder does knock off Usyk, how long is his run going to be now? Right? I'll tell you what, if Wilder knocks off Usyk, right? I guarantee you Tyson Fury, wherever he's laying down at, he's coming right back out, because he knows he'll put Wilder down. He knows he'll put Wilder down, man. Real talk. But what do I know? He said, I received a good stamp. I don't even receive any more receipts or not of what the stamps, man. Stamps all over the game. All over the game, man. Yo, I left my damn what's the name in the car. Oh, man, I'm about to eat it now. Remember them? This morning I had those the pecans. I left it in the car, man. I did not have my healthy snack, man. I was looking for it. I was like, yo, I left the shits in the car, man. I was mad than a motherfucker, man. But I did eat my Wingstop. Right? I had my Wingstop, and it is what it is, y'all. I'm almost home. I'm about to just unwind and relax. Right? Because look, I gave y'all the streams, man. If y'all have some more content y'all want me to speak on, feel free to DM me. I'll do it. I'm about to relax, man. I got a little bit of time before I gotta go get Coach Ream. So I'm gonna just relax. I'm gonna get in just relax. It's a nice rainy day. It felt like the day was just long today, man. It was just a long, long day, man. But yeah, that's some of my great work right there. You see me working the corner right there? You see me work in the corner? My daughter took that picture. He said, stick a fork in Wilder, stick a turkey fork in Broner. I don't want to see them brothers no more. Man, Rolly, can you take a seat too? Ah, man. Right, yeah, right now, boxing it's in a nasty state, man. But that dude just popping with that dude just popping dirty, that was just disgusting. Yeah, he popped dirty. Yeah, that was just nasty work out here, man. They need to strip him, man. Did anybody see any of that come out yet? Has he been stripped of those belts? He deserves to be stripped, man. Right? He should be stripped, man. Yo, look, I'm in traffic, y'all. I'm about to end the live stream though. I'm waiting for the train to pass, man. He said, show it. I thought Ben went on the juice where he was boxing, the brothers was fighting like there was no tomorrow. You know, I seen a post. Chris Eubanks is in the hospital. Chris Eubanks is in the hospital, man. Hope that brother's all right, man. You know, here I am, y'all. Look, I'm almost like the crib, man. But salute to everybody that came through. Like, share, subscribe to the content. He said, I think Chris was dehydrated. If he's in the hospital, he's in the hospital, man. He was killing himself trying to make that weight, man. But they made a lot of money. See, money will do that to you, man. They made a lot of money, man. Because he should have been fighting at 168, man. You know, he's a big dude, man. Suck it down, like depleting his body of all those minerals and all that. Trying to fight at that weight is bad, man. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, man? I know this, y'all. It's been raining all day, y'all. I'm glad it's rain instead of snow. And you gonna let me over? You gonna let me over, huh? Let me get over. Let me get over. Let me get over. But this has been the Source Experience, the news by Shawn. Media Marketing Management, consultant services, consultant agent goods and services, aka No Jealous Fan Zone. Shout out to Cuz. Yo, they giving Cuz his flowers, man. I love seeing my family, Shawn, Buddy McGirt, boxing. Right? I love seeing him shine. I see Fight Hype, all the majors are posting them. She got Frank Martin together, man. I'm happy for Frank, man. You know? But this is the Soul's Experience, man. AKA Shy Sugar. Sugar free. Right? Yo, sugar free, man. I'm sugar free Shy, man. Sugar free Shy, man. Yo, you notice how they don't be trolling me like that no more, right? Yeah, remember they was trolling the shit out of me, calling me Beetlejuice Boxing. I was like, nigga, I'll go pimp your mother. You better stop that shit. I'll pimp your mother. I'll pimp your mother, nigga. Don't play with me. Don't play with Sugar. Don't play with Sugar Free. You niggas out here trolling me. Like, nigga, you worried about my looks like a bitch. Right? Did y'all see that content I dropped on that trick? These niggas be cool ass tricks on the low, man. They be cool ass tricks. These niggas be wanting to trick, but be wanting they homies and everybody think they players. Like, nah, nigga, you a trick, nigga. You a mark ass trick, nigga. Cut that shit out, man. You ain't kicking it like Sugar. Yes, Tom, you be good too, good brother. Always appreciate the support that you give to the channel and the positive energy. I do it for brothers like you, man, and myself, man. But Sugar Free, Sugar-free Shanewz out, man. This is the Sauce Experience, the news. By Shanewz, you know, you do have options.
You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.
Shout out to Shanewz, the Sauce Experience. Have a good day, buddy.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimo-Taylor. I'm a top ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.